Hello, everybody. I'll let Mario do the talking for me. Welcome to Mario Kart. Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? Yeah, we finished Mario 64 last time, and so, I mean, I was already here. Although, to be fair, this is on the Switch. I don't know if I have my Mario Kart cartridge handy for me on, what's it called? On, geez, the 64. I don't know if I've really looked hard enough or not, but I was just recording some stuff on the Switch, and I was like, you know what, Mario Kart's on here. I need some stuff to play on our Mario Mondays, and this is a nice little like palette cleanser kind of thing. I was kind of talking about it. I'll do it right in the middle here. I was talking about it in the last video for Mario 64, where it was like, you know, every now and then I'll play like a Dr. Mario or something in between, just because, you know, going through these games, especially the end of Mario 64, it is very, like, mentally exhausting. It makes me go like, God, we gotta go through this again, you know, like, I want to play the games, but man, to really like get through them, especially 100%ing Mario 64, that's a daunting task for someone who's only ever done it once in his life. So, you know, plus I've never actually done it on the 64 version. I've done it on the Switch version once. So yeah, we're just doing a little palette cleanser. We'll do a couple of Grand Prix or something, hang out for a bit, just reminisce, just go through this, reminisce, and enjoy it. I was always Toad growing up. Me and my family used to play this 4-player together, literally perfect, you know, mom, dad, brother, me, playing this 4-player. We all had our characters we'd use. I have no idea how to play this, by the way, I'm just saying. Like the drifting, the braking, the control, god damn, yeah. So here's the thing about this game. It's a great game, and it's well designed for the 64. But when it comes to the Switch, which is what I'm playing it on, just like every other Nintendo 64 game they put out on the Switch, the buttons are just horrifically button mapped. I mean, there's absolutely zero rhyme or reason for what they're doing. Right now, to press this and get my boosts up, I'm doing the... What button is this? The X button, which is on the top for some reason, even though the X button is usually on every other controller at the bottom. Which, you know, the controller layout's one thing. You can title your controls whatever. But the button on the top is the one to use power-ups and stuff like that. Which is great. You know, it really, really makes no sense at all. And I love it when it makes no sense, because that just confuses the hell out of me and my muscle memory. I'm so used to using triggers and stuff to, you know, pull the stuff out. Okay, so the jumping and drifting is the bumpers. That makes a little bit more sense. The bumpers were like that, well, the one bumper is... Oh my god. One bumper is drifting. Okay, drifting both ways. Got you. Okay. So that's great. And then the other bumper is the brake, I think. One of the... Okay, the other bumper turns the music on and off. I was just like, what the hell's going on here? And one of the triggers pulls out... So the left trigger pulls out my power-ups. Gotcha. Excellent. Let's see if I can just... Yeah, hit Yoshi with that banana. We used to call it sliming them. I think from Ghostbusters, but it doesn't make any sense. Literally, it makes no sense. And he's just going to pass me because that's what happens. Oh, yes! And I hit him with that freaking question mark at the end, dude. Insult to injury. There's always two, right? So you'll have this whole thing. There will be Yoshi and Mario on my ass the whole time. Everybody else in this game is irrelevant. But next, like, series, the next cup we do, it'll be like Bowser and Wario are just always up my ass. They always pick two AI to do that, you know? I just thought that was pretty interesting and weird about the game. I also never, growing up, understood that the points for each position mattered. So technically, you could win second the whole time. You know, you could come in second the whole time, and then, like... if the player one or whoever came in first actually gets, like, you know, fourth place once or twice, and everybody else, you know, only gets first once, and, you know, the couple of other places, they do pretty bad. If you're consistently second, you will get enough points to win, which is more like, you know, racing, I think, in general, you go based on points. I'm not a huge, like, you know, F1 or really any kind of, you know, car racers or anything like that. But there's Yoshi and Mario just right up my ass as usual. Having red shells in first is pretty damn diabolical. Oh, man. But yeah, before I got derailed talking about how horribly button-mapped another Switch game is, yeah, we used to, like, you know, again, 4 players, 4 people in our family, play the hell out of this game consistently. It was so fun. You know, the battle was great. That's what I really appreciate about, you know, I always talk about how I learn a lot of games and thought of a lot of, you know, up-and-coming games and stuff because my brother, like, was sharing that with me. That was really cool. But then my parents were also, you know, getting this stuff when we could afford it and then, like, actually taking the time to learn and play that stuff. I mean, they were into games, like, you know, they weren't super into, you know, new games and stuff, but, like, the games we had already, the NES before I was born, and, you know, like, we played the hell out of that and, like, got all kinds of games for that. And they, of course, were, like, super arcade game people. They grew up in the arcade era, though, you know? That was fast. I didn't realize that we were already, you know, through that thing. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, they grew up in the arcade era, so all the arcade games that went on to, like, the NES or the 64 or whatever, they were like, okay, hell yeah. But, again, money was a factor, so, you know, it was one of those things where we couldn't get all the new stuff that was coming out. Super Nintendo was just not even an option. So Super Mario Kart, you know, some of the original, like, Star Fox, things like that were on, that were on those systems, I never got to experience. And that's where a lot of this, you know, energy's coming from, where it's like, hey, I want to experience a lot of those games and go back and, you know, check that stuff out, and that's what this is about. So it's kind of, you know, where the whole idea of reacting, or I guess I'm not really reacting as much as I am just enjoying, you know, games from the days, back in the days. Okay. Like I say, though, this is more just a palate cleanser, you know, because, my God, that Mario 64 got crazy at the end. We were, you know, we started off the game, and you can always tell when, you know, a game is like that, when the ratios kind of go down, because we were getting stars left and right. We were getting, like, 2, 3 a game at some points, you know, and then we were like, okay, well, we'll get a star a game, you know, or a video. We'll get a star a video. Towards the end, it was like, we'll get a star every 5 videos. You know, I mean, it was ridiculous. And that Bowser fight, man, it just took it out of me. Wow, that guy really just did that to me. Luigi disappearing on me like that. So, I know I can go through that rock wall, too, that, like, rock formation. But, I don't know if I have it in me. I don't know if I can do it on the Switch controller, I swear. It's, like, my hands are in such a weird position trying to, play this right now. But I have figured out, again, like, I don't know, holding the bumper is weird instead of the trigger, and then, like, also my other hand is holding the trigger to shoot things, which makes sense. But, you know, Z used to be the button on the back of the 64 controller that you would shoot stuff with. So it felt like, you know, right in the center you were holding the trigger, and it just felt very good, you know, it felt normal, natural. Mario fell off, dude. Usually he's like right... Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I knew it. Because they need, like, 2 people to, you know, fight you for points and stuff. So, you know, you have... essentially, after Moo Moo Farm, you could see there was me, Yoshi, and Mario with all the points. And then 2 other people just kind of split fourth and had 1 point each. So look at that. Yeah, DK had a point. Mario has 13 now. Peach has 4. Yoshi has 12. I got 27. There's no chance anybody's catching me, I don't think. But yeah, that was also kind of like back in the day what was confusing to me as a kid. I didn't understand the point system at all. And I'd be like, well, I came in first this one. And then I came in third. But I still didn't qualify at the end. I don't understand how that happens. You know, it happens because if you're not making points, then it doesn't matter. So you could have won first. You could have, you know, finished in a good spot for a few of them and still, like, kind of, oh, God, I forgot about that. Jeez. Yeah, the train has cars on the back of it when you're playing single player on Grand Prix. Okay, good. Damn. Get out of here, fool. Okay. Y'all, I had no idea who the hell Wario was. That's another thing, actually. You know, if you just happen to jump into Mario games, like Mario Tennis or Mario Kart or Golf or, you know, any of those things with a lot of characters, and, you know, you go from not playing really any of those Nintendo games. You know, I played, like, the first Super Mario Brothers, little tiny bit of the second one, and then Mario 64. Mario 64, like, the only person in the game was Mario, you know? And then early Mario was the same way. There was like a couple of characters, you know? So you're like, who the fuck are all these people? Who is anybody? What's happening here? You know, like, I don't know who this Wario is, or, you know, now they got like Waluigi's and Metal Peaches and stuff. Like, you know, it's just crazy stuff. Like, I've played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I'll tell you, I just don't know what the hell's going on in that game. It's a beautiful game, though. I will say, it is nice. Yes. See, this is a game, too. The shells don't just come straight out of you. You gotta use your momentum. You know, they're going in a certain way. You fling them, you know? Alright. Yeah, get that guy out of there. He took my question mark, though. I don't like that. Oh, okay. Like I say, there's no chance I'm losing this anymore, so it's all good. But, like, what the hell? Oh, come on. Get off the sand. We got some bananas here. This will help me a lot too, because if I set up that trap and, you know, knock him off there, then I think we're okay. God! Alright, well, I just gotta hope I can stay ahead of him and not take that banana I know he's carrying. Well, it does. Again, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna win either way, but we got first anyway. Hell yeah. There we go. Whew, boy. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have any fun memories of this game, but this was like the quintessential party game, you know, before Super Smash Brothers kind of took over, and Mario Party, of course, you know. Like, this was the one where you didn't hate your friends if they beat you or, you know, blew you up. Battle was fun, but, you know, it was that fun amount of, like, challenge or whatever. It was that kind of like, hey, it's good, but it's not, you know, it's not friendship ending like Mario Party. Mario Party is so disastrous. I mean, it is, you know, it's just because you can go from like the highest of highs to the lowest of lows so fast. Like this, you have 4 chances to at least compete, you know? And Super Smash, same deal. Like, you know, you just play a character, you get good with them, you figure it out, you play with your friends, you get to know what they do, you come back and forth and compete and stuff. Mario Party, it's like, well, I just happen to, you know, land on a block that stole everything you've ever owned in your life in Mario Party. It's crazy. So it's the same concept as Monopoly, you know? Like, just one wrong move and it's all over. There's no, you know, I mean, there's tactic and skill kind of involved in some of that stuff, but, like, for the most part, it's just, like, where, you know, where you fall, really. Blue shells, however, those are friendship ending. That I get. The blue shells for sure. Nowadays, especially the blue shells, because they're just devastating. You know, they used to just shoot up there to first, knock you out of first for a little bit, you get right back on your horse and go. The blue shells now, it's like a freaking nuclear explosion. You know, it blinds the people around you, it has an AoE effect, it's just insane. You know, so like, what the hell? I don't know, it's crazy. Here, we'll, what is this one? Toad's Turnpike? Yeah, let's jump in. Wait, what the hell's happening here? What did I just do? Dude, I just picked 2-player? Who the fuck's playing with me? Am I out of my mind? What just happened? I'm over here like... Dude. I mean, technically, I guess I have the online adapter thanks to Panda, so I could, you know, play this with somebody at some point. I wouldn't mind doing that, actually. We should probably stream this sometime, huh? Stream a little Mario Kart. We'll do this whole thing next time, then probably a little bit of the next cup, actually, but silver... What do you mean, silver? I have no idea why. I've never played this before. I don't think. Maybe I played it on stream like a while ago. I don't know. But here, we'll pause this. We'll pick this up next time, guys. I didn't even mean to start it. But again, the buttons are all over the place, so it just is what it is. Anyway, guys, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being my friends. And thank you for chilling out with me after a long Mario 64 playthrough, a long year of wonderful games and hanging out. And dude, we have a video coming out every day on this channel. I don't know if you all knew that or realized that, but like, what the hell? It's weird to go back and think about all that. And I'm even toying with the idea of having 2 a day at some point. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I have a lot of ideas and a lot of plans, and I'm not acting on nearly all of the ideas and plans I have. So it is what it is. Anyway, guys, thank you all for hanging out. I will see you next time. I'm rambling. Have a good one.